Hi, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to Marquela the Life Speaker, where we help care those hearts. I wanted to talk about problems and solutions. Now, Marquela the Life Speaker is a whole plan. It's more than just online. I have to do her every day. I have to write. The first thing when I wake up, I'm supposed to be writing. Then I read my devotionals, and then I write it in the planner. And then after I do that, I do my business plan where I just write it all out. It's a self-care program, to take care of yourself. And how many people do you know identity has been stolen? So if you think about it, what I'm talking about when I say identity has been stolen, meaning they just became other people instead of their self. So for me, I created Marquela the Life Speaker last year, and I just came up with her. It was a self-care program to where I just reveal to people how to take better care of themselves, how to just go for what they want, how to just be yourself and stop trying to be everybody else. Just be you. And so I today had wrote problems and solutions. And so in my binder, I literally realized I had so many problems and not enough solutions. One of the problems that I had was feeling guilty. I came up and realized I can make decisions. That's not the problem. The problem is when I make the decision, I personally feel bad for it. And so after it's already said and done, I feel bad for it. So I don't have a problem with making a decision. I just gotta work on, why do I feel bad? Why do I feel so guilty? I'm very nice, and looks can be deceiving though. So for me, I'm aware. I know when people using me, but I just kind of just let it slide and don't say nothing. So there's a whole lot of stuff that I'm aware of. And so it's a problem, though. It becomes a huge problem because I'm sitting there and I know I'm not supposed to be in certain areas, and I'm sitting there in the area that I know I don't need to be in. And so I have a problem with looking back at things that's already said and done. So now it's time to come up with solutions. So for Marquela the Life Speaker, of course I've been wanting to make money off of the program. Of course, that's one of the main goals, make money. If you ain't making money, it's just a hobby. But sometimes you be so cooped up on, oh, I want to make money. I want to make money off of my business. But how do you know for right now, God just wants you to go on ahead and do the business, and He'll send help to help you to market, to help you to do it. Sometimes we do ourselves type of person, and then we don't realize, man, we can't do everything by ourselves. Yesterday, I went to church. I went to church yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was this guest speaker, and she was talking about identity, and she was a judge, and she was talking about court stuff, and everything that she was saying was so true. One of the things, though, that really, really touched my heart is when she talked about giving it all to God. Like, really just stop trying to hold on to things and just give it up. And so my problem was, I was so discouraged. because not a lot of people didn't like the fact that I was open like that, to tell all my business, to just be out there and telling everybody what was going on with me. And I always been that type of person. And so last year, I shut it all off. I said, I wasn't going to get on no Facebook no more. I said, I wasn't going to do this no more. And I had that decision made for a while that I wasn't going to get on no more. But I went back. Why? Because I was in my feelings. And when you're in your feelings and you feel some type of way, you just stop. You just stop doing what you need to do, and your identity gets stolen. So for me, I love telling my business. I love telling people what's going on with me. And so I created it out of the whole business. Yes, I did. But self-care, though. Telling people what they should do at home when they ain't got nothing to do. And it's really good for anybody who lives on their own, or people who are single parents. So when their babies are asleep, they can go ahead and do their goals and dreams. They can sing, they can dance, they can do certain things instead of just sitting down and just be like, I have nothing to do. So every day they're not doing anything. And so I came up with a program to just encourage people, to tell them, like, let's go out there and take care of ourselves. So even though we have a family to take care of, and that's the main goal. Main goal is to make sure your family okay. You know what I'm saying? But what if your family leaves and they're somewhere else? And that happened to me. My family disappeared because something happened. False allegations happened, and I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? As a single mom, and you're threatened, your parenting is threatened, you don't know what to do. And so it's scary. You're fighting against the world now. And it's something to where you feel like your whole heart is torn. It's like when someone dies. And that's a difference, though. You're never going to see them again. But losing your child to the system is scary. But you can visit the baby. There's no reason for your rights to be terminated. And so as I continue to just think about these things, I say, man, oh my God, I say, how does this stuff happen? So I looked at my binder and realized I had 30 problems. Literally. I wrote it down. And I'm challenging you, when you ain't got nothing to do, go buy you some paper and write down what's going on with you. And I'm telling you, when you write it down, it's better to write things down. It's time to write it down. And so that is really the problems that I'm having in my life. Being a single mother wasn't easy. Last year, those 2 months without my kids wasn't easy. But one of the things that I'm saying that God had me when I was in that hospital, this place was by itself. So I can only imagine I could have lost my place. And I could have lost my job too. But see, God held his hand. And so all I'm saying is, I would never, it doesn't matter how distracted I am in my life. Before, when I was in the hospital, I was talking about I wasn't going to church anymore. I was saying all types of stuff. And it was just all the stuff, and it came from stress. It came from anxiety. It came from being scared. It came from so many things, so to the point where I just stopped. But now I'm coming into the new year realizing that I can't. I might not be able to be on YouTube every day because I might not have a good enough topic, but then I'm realizing it's not about if the topic's good enough. It's about get the word out and keep going. Stop worrying about what you don't have, because God's going to supply all those needs. Every day is a different day. And today I just challenge people. Start writing down your problems. Write it down. And the things that you don't know, the things that you really don't know what's going on, that's a problem. You're not supposed to figure that out, though. When you figure out, when you say what's 1 + 1, we all know it's 2, but not everybody do. They could say it's 0, and we're looking like that's not the answer. It's not 0. You need to study more. And so that's what I'm saying in life. We need to be studying our lives. We need to find our identity. And that's the main goal in life. Find who you are. And if you're not a believer, I pray that you do believe. But if you don't, it's okay. But why aren't you out there doing what you're supposed to do? Some of us don't have jobs. So if you don't have a job at all, there is something that you could be doing. There's something that you could be doing. Something is telling me, for the ones that, for the ones that really been just sitting, they don't know what to do. And they done lost a lot. And they done gave up because of their background. I'm here to tell you right now, don't let that background stop you. Don't let it stop you. Because that's like me. I'm the one. I have a job, but I'm letting my background stop me from moving forward. I'm scared. But you know what? This year is going to be a better year. So, I hope you learned something on the day. Marquetta, the life speaker, where we help hear those hearts. Please subscribe the channel and follow the blog. Definitely, I am coming up with different things to kind of getting Marquetta, the life speaker, a little bit more out there. Because again, we're trying to find our identities and find who we are. And every age we change is not the same. I am not the same from when I was 16 years old. No. I am so different, and I see life different. I see different things now. And so that's why I'm saying we need to start finding ourselves. And how do we do that? Write. Just put it on a piece of paper. And if you don't have no paper, ask to borrow. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you for watching. I am definitely going to be getting there on my YouTube channels when I come up with something, but the main goal is just to get the videos out there. Thank you and have a very great day.